Mm.
I hate the fact that I can't remember. I'm gonna say his name on here on the recording. Like, you know
This
what? Like, you can keep chatting to me. I'm gonna try and remember it.
this was and this wasn't Dr. Sebi.
Huh?
This wasn't Dr. Sebi, but someone else.
Hey. Yeah, this is someone else. Yeah, this is another doctor that just recently died. Dr. Sabi exposed the virus. But this is I can't even find his name.
Mm. And you said that he was close with Dr. Sebi?
Nope, he never knew. I don't think they met before, but
Oh
he
wow.
yeah, he was a scientific doctor that exposed a bunch of stuff, and he talked about how he was never depressed and stuff, and then weeks later he dies from a so-called poison. Like, what doctor dies from a poison? They know better not to touch a certain poison or poison touching them. That's just shady.
Man, I just
I found it.
you found it?
Yes,
Okay.
Dr. Rashid Buttar. Dr. Rashid A. Buttar, found dead on May 18th. A day before he died, he said if anything happened to him, it was unnatural. It was unnatural causes death. And he was exposing the Marburg virus. And if you look up Dr. Rashid A. Buttar, Rashid, capital A, in the middle, then space capital Buttar. Dr. Rashid A. Buttar, he talked about a video exposing the Marburg virus and the future of the effects of what this will do to the population.
Mm.
And now also affects the people, especially if they had the COVID virus vaccine. It affects those people even more. People don't understand that some stuff is not meant to affect them immediately. You know how they have plans in order for to make a vaccine within a few months
Mm.
after a virus comes out, as if this was not planned. So they make a guinea pig virus and people take it, bless their hearts. I would have taken it too if I wanted to protect my family members, but you have to think about this for a second. Our body has a natural immune system that fights off sicknesses. So why would we take something with the sample of the sickness in it to train our body to be used to the sickness? Just like the flu virus has a natural sample of influenza in the virus of vaccine, the flu jab, basically when you take it, it has a symptom of the influenza virus, which means you'll be sick for a couple of days, so your body won't be affected when you get it again. But they don't realize in the half run of it all, it will
Mm.
affect you later on. Along with people getting their kids to get these immunizations. When I didn't get my other immunization as a kid, I can explain for myself. I was not depressed. I didn't have any mental issues anymore. I had normal eyesight again. I didn't have as many diseases and sicknesses anymore when I didn't get the second immunizations after I detox. So immunizations also make your children sick as well and adapted to any viruses or any frequencies and mind control things. And people don't understand this.
This is I know, I know. Like, what does your mom say about this? When you share these things, or let me ask you this, do you share these thoughts with her?
Yeah,
Okay.
she knows everything.
Wow. That- Do
A
you
lot of my other family members know everything. Some of them don't want to believe it. Some do.
yeah. Why do you think they don't want to believe it?
Well, some of them don't want to believe it for one. Some of these, I'm just saying on statistics, not saying this has anything to do with it, but the ones that don't want to believe it don't have a relationship with God. And the ones that don't want to believe it, they don't really pay attention to everything happening around them. They participate in a lot of crap that affects them later in the long run. And the ones that do believe it, somewhat believe in God, somewhat have a relationship with God, somewhat, and they pay attention to a lot of stuff. They do research. It just basically depends on the mind and the mentality if they really care about the truth or not.
Mm, mm. Yeah.
The silence is loud.
The silence is wild. Look, I'm dead serious. Like it really has taken me back. Where do
I did
you
tell you it was a lot of stuff. I warned you.
you did and I'm glad. I'm glad. No, like I'm glad that there was a lot of stuff. I love
Right.
this. What do you see
Huh?
where do you see the state of our nation going like within like the next, let's say, year?
Digital currency, because it's already the digital currency has already hit, I believe, Nigeria. The digital currency has
Mm,
already hit somewhere in the Philippines. The digital currency has already hit in China, in Russia, I think, and another part of Africa, South Africa. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't want to
mm,
say anything wrong, but just research what year they're taking away literally the physical cash dollar, the US dollar, uh the Canadian dollar, anything like basically they're taking away physical cash. And
mm,
basically when you go into the store, it's gonna be digital. You're gonna have to only have um digital money,
mm.
which is either through crypto because Bitcoin is done for. Um Everything else is done for. Like, don't invest in Bitcoin anymore. Like, don't do
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
it. Yeah, it's your whatever your I don't want to say the wrong thing. It starts with an N. But
Mm, mhm,
um but basically the stuff that you're making, the investments you're making in Bitcoin is worth crap now. It's not gonna be as much as crypto is, but soon crypto is gonna go to crap again. Um
mm.
that people don't realize that. So get your crypto in right now because you're gonna need it later. You're
Yeah.
gonna need your digital money. Because once the digital money goes out, then it's just all gonna be chip.
Yeah.
So, but then the year long run, it depends on how pissed off the government is, and how pissed off Satan is, and how angry they are, and how much they want to move faster, how quicker
Mhm,
they want to, because they know they're running out of time. They don't have as much time, so they have to make everything run out quicker. So this is why I'm preparing. Get your garden seeds. Make sure your seeds are heirloom seeds,
mm,
because heirloom seeds can reproduce seeds into the next plant. You can't have regular seeds. Regular seeds won't reproduce like heirloom seeds.
mm,
The next thing is get your garden, get some land, make sure your soil's good, get some stocked up water, stop drinking purified water, drink spring water. Make sure your water's coming from spring, not purified. Purified is made with minerals. And also don't eat anything with calcium phosphate. Phosphate. Calcium phosphate, I believe. I'm saying it right.
mm,
If I'm saying it
mhm.
wrong, sorry. But calcium phosphate basically is DNA bones. Not kidding.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
in food. And
Wow.
this is where I was bringing up to human trafficking. It's not just for the trafficking rings and politicians and celebrities and crap like that, and people in elites in high places. Also, it's in the food. And we wonder why people are acting crazy and stuff. You know how many mental disorders on people who walk past us every day and we're acting like it's normal? So many people having these rushes, these mental breakdowns, these mental disorders. I'm not talking about like being depressed for one day. Like, that's a casual thing. We all have our down days. But I'm talking about legit people losing their mind everywhere because the
Mm,
world is going insane because it's in the food, especially America. You have to watch the ingredients and do research. It will prove to you that calcium phosphate is used. Why do you think when you have when someone in the dentist, I had my teeth taken out, they didn't want to give me my bone back, my teeth. It's a bone. They didn't want to give me my teeth back. They want my DNA. They want your DNA. And the people are acting like, oh no, they're just keeping our teeth for information for our health run. No, no, no. If
mm,
you have your tooth taken out, you're supposed to have it taken back home with you, not putting it into
mm.
somewhere. What are they gonna do with their teeth? Why do you have to keep
Right.
my teeth?
That's a great point. What the heck?
What are you keeping my tooth for? To make it for
Yo.
someone who has no teeth? No, that's what you have implants for. That's what you have bridges for. That's
Mm,
what you go make those for in molds and make them, they get sent to them in shipping. That's what y'all do. You don't use my teeth for something.
mm,
So that's how we know calcium phosphate is real. They use the bone marrow and the bone and ashes of humans that are unidentified and
mm.
put them into certain foods. And yes, it could be used for rituals as well. Of course, number one, but like in casual, just casual foods, and we don't even think to read it. And let's not get started on McDonald's with their witchcraft selves. Grimace, look up the definition of grimace. The definition of grimace is disgusting. Why would you want a grimace shake and you wonder why you're having an awful day after drinking that thing? Even a
Yo.
scientist who does not believe in God, a scientist just has nothing. See, this is what I bring to my point. People always talking about Christians or people who believe in God or all these people who are just they're your Bible and stuff. No, 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 no. This scientist doesn't believe in God, okay? But he still exposed the truth. The truth is the truth, okay? Whether they
Mm,
believe in Santa Claus, Mickey Mouse, or Daffy Duck. I don't give
yeah,
a damn.
you so
I'm talking
silly.
about I'm talking about the scientist who is an atheist who exposed human DNA in McDonald's food.
Yeah.
And people say pink slime isn't in the meat anymore. Okay, then what do you think is in the meat now? Now that lab meat is created. Lab meat is not created from just where do you think this lab meat is coming from? If it's another type of meat.
Mm,
If it's not chicken, it's chicken mixed with something else. But what is this something else they're not telling us what it is?
mm.
I'm not about to be a cannibal.
Yo.
You're not gonna get
Yo.
me to eat my own human race.
Yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And why do you think they're so adapted to it? Because our body is like, oh, you're putting more of you and more of my, like, you're putting more of your own kind into your body. It's
Yeah.
similar to like a lion eating a lion.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just filling them up and
Hmm.
filling them up and filling them up and clogging those arteries because you're eating your own race. And people think it's a joke. Oh no, it's oh yeah. Some people don't care. They make jokes about it. Oh yeah, we're just eating, we're just eating human DNA. It
Yo.
tastes good. I don't care. I'm gonna still eat my McDonald's. Okay, all right.
Yo.
You
No,
go ahead and eat your chicken nuggets, your human nuggets. Go
please
ahead and
don't
eat them.
don't make me do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh.
I hope you haven't had McDonald's recently. Please don't tell me.
Yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bless your soul.
Yo. You better leave me and my double quarter pounder with cheese alone.
Bro. Like, do you even know what the cheese can do to you? Like, nah.
Nah, go ahead,
Like, we
tell me.
gotta do research on the food that people like. We gotta just
Mm,
research. If y'all gonna really eat fast food,
yeah.
just eat the vegetables, even though the vegetables are crap too. Like, if I'm out and about, and I'm gonna be deadly honest with you, because again, I'm human as well.
Mm,
If I'm going to eat something from Taco Bell, I'm not eating the beef, I'm not eating the chicken, and I'm
mm,
going to try and stay away from the cheese and the milk and all that crap. I'm going to eat rice and beans. I'm going to get me a rice and bean burrito
mm,
and make sure there's no calcium phosphate in that crap either. And we all know where protein comes from. Protein comes from grubs. They come from mealworms. Protein, they showed it in the
mm.
factory that they grind up and literally blended up worms, and that is the extra protein. Your protein powder shakes. It is not from milk,
I'm about to
and it's
bite you.
not from huh?
I'm about to bite you, man. Look.
I think
Whoa.
you might want to fight the government because they're the ones allowing it, and along with the FDA. Yep, yep, yep.
Mm,
Now the only topic I haven't gotten to the nitty gritty with is the alien topic.
yeah.
That's the only thing. If you want me to speak about that, then ask me the questions and I'll try and answer.
I mean, I feel like you definitely did hit on the aspect of, them in a sense being shapeshifters of, demons that can shapeshift. And when you
Mm-hmm.
when you stated that, I didn't even think about that. Like, I don't know why, but I didn't even think about them like shape shifting.
Mm-hmm. How
You
do you think
know?
they shapeshift into a shape and then one minute you see a complete being? They are the spaceship.
Mm. Oh my good. Look, have you seen that movie? Us. What was it? The movie that had the what was it called? Alone or something like that. It was the one
Are
with
you
the
talking
alien.
about the one with Kiki Palmer?
Exactly. Did you see
Yes.
that? Did you
Yes,
see?
I did.
Did you
Yes,
see
it
the
was
way that?
one minute it was a being. The next minute it was a big old thing. It had a mouth. It looked like a ship, but it's not. It's shape shifting.
Yo, if I have dreams tonight, I promise you, I'm coming for you.
I don't have dreams. What do I do? Pray before you sleep. So you don't have no demonic dreams. That's all you gotta do. You won't have nothing.
All right, well, you gonna have to pray for me.
No, you gonna have to pray for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta get strength in that prayer. You gonna need it.
Oh man, I'm scared. Man.
All I gotta say is prayer changes things. 'Cause I was scared too. Till I
Yeah,
realized I ain't got nothing to be scared of. Demons are scared of me.
yeah, that's true.
I can cast a demon back to hell. You ain't finna stick in my dreams. You better go on somewhere.
Yo, you're confident. You're so confident. I love it.
In Christ.
Yeah, in Christ, in Christ. Yeah,
Oh, that's the only time I'm confident. That's the only time I'm bold. That's the only time I'm not an introvert.
yeah, that's true.
Yep. I have nothing left to say. Any questions? I'm just here to answer.
Yo, I
Because this was only, bro, like, this wasn't even an interview.
nah. This was just like let's just talk. This was talking about everything. That's what this was. I just wanted you to just talk, vent, and I wanted to just be here to listen. Again, I got small questions, but it's still marinating all in my head. I got
Wait,
videos. I'm
hold
gonna
on.
be.
Repeat that again, please.
No, I just said some of the stuff you were saying is still marinating in my head. Like,
I don't think I don't think it's gonna stop marinating. You know how you marinate jerk chicken? It's not gonna go away.
true, true. You're right. Like,
Yeah.
it, I'm proud of you because I love the inspiration and the boldness and you know, the willingness to talk about these things that you have. Man, there's so many people I asked to come on here and talk about this stuff, and you're literally like the first.
Wow.
Yeah, because
The
they
truth
said,
has to come out.
yeah, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah,
Most definitely does.
and they just, you got some people who just they'll smile, they'll see something wrong and turn their ear, turn their head.
Mm-mm.
Not you.
Mm-mm. Nah, I'm not gonna turn my head.
Hmm. Yeah.
Also, one more thing, I might as well add this in here too.
Come on, come on, come on with it.
So basically it talks about in Revelation how God will allow the fallen angels released from the when the Euphrates River dried up.
Mm,
And if you go Google again, remember I was telling you prophecies will come to pass.
mm,
It's right now. The Euphrates River is dry. You can walk on it
mm.
without one drip of water. It needs water. That's how dry it is.
Wow.
So it says in Revelation that once the Euphrates River dried up, God will allow. This is what I mean by seeing the world is dooming itself because this nation is so wicked. That's why prophecies have to come to pass because it's so evil. People's eyes have to get
Mm,
opened up to realize that they're running to the wrong things when they really need God.
yeah,
So if things have to happen in order for them to see that, so be it.
yeah,
I'd rather be terrified and then choose God than to burn in hell. I'm just saying. I'm gonna be
yeah.
real.
No, you're right.
I I
You're right.
I want people to go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
So the truth hurts.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
It hurts the people who are listening to it. It even hurts me to have to tell it because people gonna hate me for it. So
Mm-hmm.
regardless of it all, the truth hurts everyone.
Yeah, it hurts regardless. Yeah.
So once those angels are released from the dried up river of Euphrates, because they are locked under, once they're released, they will be allowed to literally slaughter, slain the
Mm,
third of mankind, which is literally killing the third of the human race, the third of the population of the world.
mm,
So we don't know how this will happen. We don't know if it will be bloody. We don't know if they'll just drop dead. Like, this is not a joke. I'm not
yeah,
laughing when I say this. We don't know how the third of the population will be killed. But those who are covered by the blood of the lamb on their doorposts, which means stay prayed up.
yeah,
If you don't believe in Jesus, go believe in now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not whoever listens. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to warn you. You choose how you want to live. I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to warn you. I'm a messenger.
yeah,
That's all I am. I'm just telling the truth. And again, the truth will set you free. So I'd rather
yeah,
be free and knowing this crap that's happening and suffering than being like we're gonna suffer regardless. Whether
mm,
you choose to do how you want or live right, it doesn't matter. We're all gonna suffer. But those who choose to do right, you'll be rewarded at the end though. At the end of the day, when that river dries up, keep your blood, keep the doorpost covered in the blood of Jesus. Keep
mm,
yourself prayed up.
yeah,
I'm just gonna say it like that, okay? Because but again, it all involves God. The end of it
yeah,
all, and the start of it all, and the end of it all. It all involves the war between God and Satan. It all does, because it all started that way. The human race
absolutely.
was supposed to be perfect.
Hmm.
Look what happened.
Yeah,
So when those fallen angels are released, basically, literally, all hell will break loose.
hmm,
But that's not just the end of it all. We haven't even, that's just like what, the first chapters of Revelation talking about that. We haven't even gotten to the point of the Antichrist times the 3.5 years
uh,
of trials and tribulations. We haven't even got to the point of the darkened times. We're not gonna talk about where it talks about, was it, does it say in Titus or Timothy? One of those verses it talks about the days of darkness where there will be no light. And
yeah,
where does it talk about how the beast that those that claim peace and safety bring
mm,
destruction. And also they have made a like what was it? Like a statue of a beast that had bear like claws of a bear, teeth of a lion. I can't remember the verse. It's in Revelation. And wings of a what was of an eagle, and the body of a leopard. It was so confusing, and it was just so detailed though at the same time. Don't
mm,
get me wrong, but they also, that statue got power from the dragon. And mind you, this they actually mocked God and basically made these statues somewhere. I believe, what was it, in Mexico? They put these statues in Mexico,
wow,
and it's a statue of the exact beast explained in Revelation. And next to that statue, across from it, is a dragon statue. And under those statues, it says peace and safety or something. And the Bible verse just said those that declare peace and safety bring destruction, meaning that
mm,
they're perpetrators. They are
hmm,
liars. There is no peace. There is no safety in America. America sucks. America is Babylon. It's
mm,
evil. I think this is the most evil country ever on this planet of the earth because America's repeating itself to become. Don't get me wrong, there's evil in every other country, but we're talking about a country that's supposed to declare like freedom, free of speech, free of religion, and all this is being taken away. And that goes to another assumption and another possible, not
mm,
hypothesis, but a possible thought. If
mm,
you think about it, a law is something that never changes.
yeah.
Just like, the 10 commandments that God created, those are laws. Has any of those laws ever changed?
I would say maybe a few or no, 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 no. Actually,
No,
no.
no, none of the 10 commandments that God created, those laws never
Right.
changed.
Yeah, none
But
of it.
The so-called laws that America has created, don't get me wrong, some of those laws needed to be changed because they were unfair, don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
we're talking about specific laws that are ground laws that have been changed, like ground laws, like
Right.
actual important laws. A law never is supposed to change. A law is
Mm.
something that is created and supposed to stay the same. That is what a law is. It is a law. That is a rule that you follow that never changes. You just follow the rule, you do or you don't.
Yeah.
But because America changed their law every single year, they either make it worse or they either make it good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is this a country of freedom, a country of law, a country of order, when they're just creating their own order?
Mm.
And you can't follow something off of an order that's created on your own population. We need a higher entity to give us the right type of order to follow. That's how you know America is completely jacked up because they're following the order of Satan
Mm-hmm.
instead of the order of the one who created us all.
Mm.
Which is just my opinion and my facts from the Bible. But again, people can choose to believe whatever they want to believe. Because again, we all have our freedom to think, our freedom of free of will, our free of thought, our freedom of a religion, our free of speech, or freedom of everything.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, we'll all see the truth.
Yeah.
We all will. And I'm not going to be having to have anyone turn to me in line and say, why didn't you tell me this? Again, I am not taking the blame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. That's basically everything I can give you right now. Anything else that I do have on these papers, I'm gonna do my research before I share them because I want them to be factual.
Mm. I, I mean, the only thing that was missing out of all this was the peach cobbler. It's, I could have ate it through. I could have ate it through this, man, because this was so intense.
I mean, I don't think it would have been good eating while listening to this because you don't
Nah,
want to choke on your food and you're gonna
true.
need a Heimlich maneuver. That's not gonna be good. I'm over the phone. I can't help you if you have a Heimlich maneuver. So
You right. You
I'm
right.
gonna need help.
You right.
I'm just playing though, but yeah, peach cobbler would have been good. I prefer popcorn, but we're not gonna get into that subject because popcorn's not even good for us. But anyway,
You so silly. But you putting it on blast. I know what you're doing.
yeah. Honestly, this is like a whole podcast. This should go on
That's what I'm
Patreon.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm processing. I'm like, okay, maybe I should just split this into sections. Man,
This was a all over the place. Let's just talk.
yo, what did you give me? This is, I mean, you just let it all out.
And I promise you, I told you I'd bring Bible verses to bring facts with it. I'm not gonna just tell you assumptions and
Yeah.
little like little like oh like rumors and stuff. This is not the shade room. I'm giving facts.
I'm a